Hey, this is Alex Linnebrink, the CEO of Passage Ticketing, and I'm really excited to talk to you about a brand new feature that we've released on Passage and all of our sub brands here called Waivers. Finally, you can actually require that your fans, your attendees, sign a specific set of event terms and actually have an e-signature, and that can be assigned out to all the different attendees that were purchased on one purchase, even if there's 4 or 5 tickets purchased at the same time. And of course, there's tracking for all of that, so you can see who's signed, who hasn't. So today I'm going to walk you through this process, how it works to set it up, how it works to sign these waivers, and what the process is like at the door if somebody tries to attend that hasn't signed their waiver yet. So here we go. On the Passage page, I'm going to click Account and then Admin to get into the admin area. If you're on HauntPay or EscapeTix or one of our other Passage sub brands, it's going to be an identical process to be setting up waivers here. It's just going to look a little bit different with the logos and colors. Once I'm in the admin area under Account, I can click Waivers. From here, you will see all the different waivers that you have. I've got some archived here, but I'm just going to click Create New Waiver in the corner. I'll paste in some terms that I have for my event. This is going to be for Pitch Black, a haunted house type walkthrough that might actually have a waiver in real life. And I'm going to say this is the basic, the Pitch Black event waiver. Whoops. Pitch Black event waiver basic as the title here. And it's under my account. I'll click Save. And now this waiver is created in the system that easily, and it's ready to use. You'll notice those terms. I pasted those in. I worked on those separately. I used ChatGPT to help me. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. Get legal help, legal counsel on this side to make it something that's really going to stick. You'll notice we do not suggest what the waiver terms should be. We only make sure that they're enforced and that there's a way for your clients, your attendees, to sign those waivers after checkout. So with that, I can now assign these waivers in an event. I'm going to go ahead into this Pitch Black event. I'll click Edit, and then I'm going to go to the ticket info, where this is where we set up our ticket types and the price point for all those ticket types. I'm going to click Edit after one of my ticket types, and I'll assign that Pitch Black event waiver basic. Now you'll notice, since I have multiple waivers set up, they will show up in that drop down there. So you actually can, for different ticket types, have different waivers that are required to sign. So maybe you have one ticket type that's a normal walkthrough, one that's got an add-on experience. For haunted house, it could be something that's like full contact that you need an extra waiver for. For another event, it might be a VIP area that's got food and drink or something like that you need a special signature for. Or a meet and greet, and you need to tell them, hey, you're not allowed to touch anybody, but you can ask for their autograph or something like that. There are a lot of options for what you could have in those waivers. And as I mentioned, you can have different waivers assigned to different ticket types. But for right now, I'll just, my 2 general admission ticket types, I'm going to assign that basic waiver. Click Save. I'll save my event. And then I'm going to go view the event so we can actually test this out from the customer perspective. So now once I'm in my event, I'm going to click See Dates and Times. I'll select a time, add a couple of tickets to my cart. I'm going through this pretty fast because it's just a normal checkout experience. And I'm going to go ahead and hit checkout. Here at the checkout screen, I'll just reject the enhanced refund protection. You can see our 2 tickets at the top here that are selected and our total. This does have a virtual queue, so I've got a phone number required, and I'm going to select a card that I know will work for checkout. And then we also have this check to agree. And as I check this, it's going to force me to say, I agree and understand that I will be required to sign a waiver before attending. I'll go ahead and click check on that and accept and complete my purchase. It's important to have that extra step in there so the customer knows this waiver is coming. Obviously, otherwise you could leave that part off. After checkout, it is a pretty standard checkout, but you'll notice we have a new button over here, Assign Waivers. We'll also get an email with our tickets attached, but another email that says Action Required. Sign your waivers for Pitch Black. And this is a multi-step process. So if I go ahead and click Assign and Sign Waivers, it's going to show me that either I can take these waivers on or I can assign them to somebody else. So perhaps I might go ahead and take on the first waiver, but I'm going to reassign the second waiver here and assign that to, I'll say, Bill Jones. and I'll just make it a variation of my email so that it'll still get to me here. All right, I'm going to click continue. Perfect. So now we're going on to sign our initial waiver. This is the one waiver that we have to sign, and we could have just clicked sign on that right away, but I did want to reassign the other one there. So first off, we've got our name. We can adjust that as we put it in. We've got the email and the waiver content. Again, this can be anything you like here. And at the bottom, we've got a signature deck. So you can go ahead and write in here either with a mouse or with a touch screen. It's really easy for a touch screen, and click submit waiver. And you're immediately going to get waiver agreement signed successfully. And the cool thing about this is you're also going to get a copy of that waiver in your email so that you can have that to review at a later point in time. So if I click into my email, it shows we've got your completed waiver for Pitch Black, and it shows all waivers signed. It's got the information, the complete waiver text, and my actual e-signature here. So that's really important that these emails are sent out, that receipt of the e-signature is actually sent out. Additionally, since I assigned one to Bill and had it sent to my email, this is the email that Bill would have gotten saying, Alex Linnebrink has sent you a waiver to sign for Pitch Black. He should know that he's attending with me, and he can click here to sign as well. I'm going to go ahead and actually leave that one unclicked for now because I want to show us next what these tickets are going to look like. So I'll go ahead and pull up those tickets. I'm going to click view tickets. You could download it from your email too. There's a zillion ways you could pull up those tickets, but I'm also going to cast my screen so that you can see my scanning app on the screen here. All right, so now you can see my screen and my messy desk and everything here. But I'm going to go ahead and scan this ticket as if you're the event organizer. And now you can see on here, there are two different waivers that are listed. There are two different tickets. One says waiver completed. So we can go ahead and let that person in, check the toggle, and we're good to go. But there's still one that says waiver unsigned. So right from here, I can actually go and tap the waiver button, and it will bring up a screen to sign the waiver right here. So I can be Bill Jones, sign it, Alex plus Bill Jones at gopassage.com. Go through, you see the whole waiver here, and then get to the signature portion at the bottom and click sign real quick. And submit, and then we're done. We have signed the waiver successfully. And it goes right back here, says completed. And as the event organizer, you can let that person write in. So it's a very quick process if you want to have them sign there. You can also just, put up a sign that says, hey, scan this QR code to sign your waivers. Make sure your waivers are already signed. That's a really important piece of the puzzle here too. So if you don't want to ask people to do it when they're actually checking in, you can do it from that point of view. And as the event organizer, back in your admin area on the browser, I'll go ahead and go back to this. We can actually see who has signed their waivers and who hasn't. So if we go into the tickets report, it's pretty easy to jump in here and see those waiver statuses. So at any time, I can click in on a ticket and see exactly when that waiver is signed. It's in several different places back here. You can even click that and get a view of that waiver, see their e-signature, see when they signed it, all of that information as well. It's all right there. It's a really good way to make sure that you're legally covered, you're covered with your insurance, everything is at a place that you're going to feel protected, and that your customers, your attendees are going to feel protected because they can see that legal waiver right in their inbox, and they have a copy of that agreement. So go ahead, check out the waiver system, use it at your next event if you think it'll be helpful for you in keeping everybody safe at your next event. All right. Thanks a ton, and here's to a great event.